Real cheating stories. Unveil the truth. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Cheating Stories.
New Year's is forever ruined for me. I, 24, have been married to my husband, who is 24 for a year and 2 months. We were dating for almost 2 years before that, and friends for 6 or so years before that. I found out New Year's Day that he had slept with a mutual friend just a few days prior. Here's where this all gets extra messy. The girl is 20 and met my husband a few weeks before he proposed to me. They became instant friends, and we immediately had conversations about boundaries with his friendship with her. I made an effort to be friends with her because she became an important friend to my husband. Nothing really came up or made me uncomfortable for about a year. Around our year anniversary, 2 months ago, I noticed my husband talking to her more frequently, and they would refer to each other as siblings, and I know she was going through a lot, so I figured she just needed the extra support. In hindsight, it absolutely was a red flag that my husband was her only support. Male support specifically. She stayed at our house nearly every weekend, and then they started leaning on each other on the couch, and he wouldn't sit as close to me for various stupid reasons. I told him how I felt about it, and it minorly changed. Just before Thanksgiving, he started falling asleep on the couch and not coming to bed with me. I expressed that I didn't like it and somehow ended up believing his excuses. One day after Christmas, he was out really late, and I knew he was with her. I was furious, but I wanted so badly to trust him. I wrote out all the things that bothered me with the intent to talk to him about it, but before I could, it was New Year's Day and he fell asleep next to me on the couch. I had the spidey senses and checked his texts, and they were right there to find. Explicit messages about wanting to repeat something they had done a few days ago. I immediately confronted him, and he didn't fight it at all. He just told me all of it and said that the physical part of their relationship and the whole sibling thing had been ditched only in the last 3 days. He didn't even try to hide anything and even partially agreed when I said it was like he wanted me to find out. He answered everything I asked and made sure I knew it had nothing to do with me. I was a fantastic wife and he was a failure. He apologized profusely for how badly he betrayed the trust I put in him. He has some pretty intense self-esteem issues, and I'm almost certain that this is where his cheating came from. He didn't seem to understand why he did it, other than he said he had reservations about being enough as a husband, student, potentially as a future father, and as a person in general. I offered him a second chance, and he didn't want it. He said he will face all the consequences and that I could have everything. It feels like he just wanted out of our marriage because he felt like he wasn't enough for me and never voiced it. He did say that even if we recovered from his choices, he would still be an unhappy individual with lots of unresolved issues, and he still wouldn't be able to love me how I deserve. I feel like I'm drowning. He means the world to me, and we were friends for many years before we dated. I feel like the person I confronted is not the person I married, and I'm lost and hurting more than ever. I don't know what to do, and I hate that I was right about his friend. I feel naive and am questioning how I missed these things about his personality in all the years before we got married. I don't understand how he could have hid that he felt insufficient and hesitant to commit to a marriage for a year and a half. He did have some red flags, and my family agrees with me, but nothing that would have made us think he was capable of this. I don't want to be divorced at 24. I feel like a failure myself.
That was another real cheating story. Please drop a line in comments. What do you think about it? I wish you a great day.